Today I'm going to address the biggest lie that has stolen immeasurable amounts of our life force. And I'm also going to show you a radically simple way to ditch the lie and reclaim that life force. The lie is so devastating because we were made to believe that it's the truth. And it usually happened in our childhood. And I wonder if any of this sounds familiar to you. You were a kid, you were drawing, and you were so happy. You made this beautiful drawing. You were totally proud of it. And you gave it to your parent. And it took your beautiful drawing, stuck it into a drawer, never to be seen again. Or you were in school and you drew this beautiful fish, happy fish, and the teacher picks it up, shows it to the class and says, "Have you ever seen a fish that smiles? Isn't that silly?" Or a teacher or a parent flat out told you you're not creative. I'm here to tell you with 100% certainty, I am not creative. It's a big fat lie. And today we're going to destroy it so that you can reclaim that natural creativity, that natural life force that you were born with. Hi, I'm Monika Astara. My art teacher told me for 6 years that I had no creative bone in my body. I have been a full-time artist for the last 39 years. However, for 29 of those years, I really didn't believe that I was creative. And there are two reasons that I'm going to address in the video, because I think both of them you can relate to. And it might bring you the freedom, to start going fully for your creativity. So I had been creating wearable art and art that has sold in galleries and high-end boutiques all around the country, as well as in my own boutique. But I still thought I was not creative. Every time when, thousands of people told me how creative I was, I cringed. I thought sooner or later they're gonna find out that I'm a fraud. And here's what I didn't see during all those years. For one thing, I had believed somehow my art teacher that I wasn't creative, so that was a fact to me. But the other reason why I couldn't see how creative I was because everything that I do, the clothes that I paint, like behind me, the jewelry that I make, is so easy for me that I never thought that qualifies as creative. I thought it was child's play. So I had believed that it was so simple and so easy that any kid can do this. And that happens to so many of us. And if you are one of them, I hope you take this and you go wow, I don't have to believe this anymore. Because for one thing, we are born creative. Being creative is not a certain type of artistic expression. Being creative is a natural life force that we are born with, and we need it like food and water. And that's not just an opinion, that's even proven. Especially in recent years, there are so many studies that show that when people create, when they express themselves in whatever form is natural to them, that can be dancing, singing, writing, making music, drawing, abstract art, playing, whatever they do, if they do it, their health gets better on all levels, emotionally, mentally, and physically. So, if your awe and your joy for creating has been hijacked by dumb remarks or by your own inner critic, remember that it always boils down to two things. One, what you do is so easy for you, you don't give it any value. And number two, you believed stupid remarks from people who may not even be alive anymore. So you can ditch it. They were not true. They were big, fat lies. It's time for some proof that however you make your art in your natural way, that is fabulous art. I do things like this. And the things that are hanging behind me with ketchup bottles, paint in ketchup bottles. And therefore I thought it was just play and anyone can do it. Or this was made with a speckle knife. So you do not need art rules, traditional art rules to create fabulous stuff. This, let me see if I can show you the whole thing. This was made with paint and a plastic cutting board. So whatever you do, however you play, go for it. It's completely awesome. Now, my other co-host, Miss Sassy, wants to get a word in. She says, let me tell you some stories of clients. Dana, a lawyer, wanted to create so badly, but she didn't because she didn't believe that she was creative. So I invited her to bring an old stained t-shirt that she would throw away to my studio, and she came with one and an old bed sheet. All I did was I gave her the ketchup bottles of paint, and I gave her permission to play with them. I showed her a couple of my fast and fabulous methods, and look what she did. She turned her throwaway t-shirt into an art shirt where she gets tons of compliments. So she went on to make this fabulous vest from her bedsheet. And this is actually a pattern that's in my free resources. You can download it. The link is in the descriptions below. So that was Dana. And then there is Regina. She's a university professor, recently retired. She studied art, she studied textiles, and she was teaching it. After she started working with my methods and giving her permission to play, she said, if I had known you can create like this, my life would have been so much more fun. And that's what I want for you in this channel. So I'm really curious if you have ever been told that you're not creative, if you have ever had, any of those experiences I was talking about in this video. It'll be awesome if you just put them in the comment below. I'd love to read them. And I really highly want to encourage you to check out the next video, because all the theory doesn't do diddly bit if we don't prove to our brain and to our mind that we are creative, we can create. And the easiest way to do it is with doodling. So in the next video that I'm going to link below, we literally just take, like a piece. This is just a gauze pad piece and a Sharpie. And we simply do a scribble, and then we take the scribble, turn it into what I call a doodly, and look what happens when you take a frame and your doodle turns into fabulous Zen art. And I would love for you to experience that kind of satisfaction. So check out the link below, and I will see you in the doodle play.